speak to Sudha David-Wilp from the German Marshall Fund. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. What's your assessment of how the Germans are playing this crisis?
Well, I think there's been a lot of reluctance on the part of Germany, which is nothing new when it comes to foreign policy and taking a leadership role. Germany has been dragging its feet about playing hardball when it comes to the Ukrainian crisis. The rhetoric is there. The Germans value the transatlantic relationship, see the importance of NATO and working together, but they don't offer up any solutions. Germany has demurred when it comes to strong economic sanctions, to offering lethal weapons to Ukraine, and also to halting Nord Stream 2. But I do think that the tone is changing and policymakers here are realizing that everything needs to be put on the table.
And to what degree do you believe that Germany's position is shaped by its history, and how much of it is shaped by its desire for Nord Stream 2 to happen?
Well, Ross, today's a very interesting day in Germany. It's also Holocaust Remembrance Day, and a number of lawmakers commented on the floor of the Bundestag today about, on this significant day, we're talking also about war in the Ukraine, war in Europe. So I think they realize that the stakes are high. And, the foreign minister did come out and say that everything is on the table. And I think that's going to also be true of Nord Stream 2. She's from the Green Party. They were never very excited about this project in the first place. But unfortunately, many members in the SPD have been beholden to Russia through lobby links and also just a sort of allegiance to Russia. There are certainly splits within the party of the SPD and the Greens. I think there's going to be a red line when it comes to lethal weapons. There won't be any exports or any delivery of lethal weapons to Ukraine. That's written in the coalition agreement. But I do think that the economic sanctions on Nord Stream 2 are definitely now part of the negotiation tactics.
And just before I introduced you, you would have heard me play a clip of the UK Defence Secretary striking a conciliatory tone about the differences within NATO in terms of each country's approach. Do you buy that, or behind the scenes are there tensions that Germany is not meeting the commitments that other NATO members are meeting?
I'm sure behind the scenes there's a lot of disbelief, especially when Germany also hasn't necessarily given permission for Estonia to export lethal weapons to the Ukraine that were once the property of Germany. So I think there is a lot of disbelief at Germany's reluctance, because at the end of the day, Germany is the de facto leader of Europe right now, and people want to have a strong Germany. And I think they don't want to see Germany sit on the sidelines, because sitting on the sidelines doesn't necessarily ensure peace and stability in Europe. And it's clear that Russia is an aggressor, and this country is all about keeping the rules of the international order stable, and how important multilateralism is. And what better way to show unity and multilateralism than not working with Europe and the US together when it comes to confronting Russia.
Sudha, we appreciate you sharing your analysis with us. Thank you very much indeed. This is Sudha David-Wilp from the German Marshall Fund.